Fury is not a real boxer.
Of course he's a real boxer.
No chance.
He's a professional boxer.
I saw Tommy Fury box. He is not a boxer.
Well, he's definitely a boxer.
Well, he puts on gloves.
He's definitely a boxer. Here's Tommy Fury. You telling me this guy doesn't look like a boxer? You're out of your mind.
Who is he fighting?
But I don't give a dude. Look at this. Look at this. He's fighting a professional boxer. The guy's fighting looks good. Dude, you're crazy if you don't think Tommy Fury's a boxer. Look at that uppercut. Shut the up, dude.
No.
Shut the up. Watch this.
Find the Tommy Fury. Find the Tommy Fury fight on the Jake Paul card.
Shut the
this
up.
This guy cannot.
Please shut the up and watch this. Watch what he's doing. This motherfucker is 100% a boxer.
Can you find me the record of Bokianski?
This. Stop. Watch this. Watch this. Look at this. Look at this.
What is
this
that?
This guy's boxer,
that
man.
doesn't prove anything. Find me the record of Bokianski.
Just look at this. Tommy Fury is 100% a legit boxer. You're out of your mind if you don't. Look at this.
What?
Look at that right hand.
That was in slow motion.
No, it's not in slow motion.
I think you slowed that down.
No,
I didn't do anything, but this is a highlight reel.
This is a highlight reel. But look at his highlight reel. Look at his highlight reel. He is 100% a legitimate professional boxer. If you don't think so, you're just being a hater. Just watch some of this. Dude, this is legit boxing. Watch this. You're out of your mind if you don't think this. Look at this.
Can we rewind that one? Can we rewind and show the punch that guy in the red trunks threw? That was
because the guy's already rocked.
No, he wasn't rocked when he threw that.
He absolutely was. He'd already been pummeled.
I hope they fight because I'll put my net worth on Jake Paul.
What if Tommy Fury boxes him up? What are you going to do then?
He won't.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
I was at the fight, the Jake Paul fight in Cleveland. Tyrone Woodley won, and Tommy Fury fought on that undercard. He was the worst fighter I've ever seen.
Where's the pictures from NASA? How come they don't have any?
They don't have that space. That
they don't have the technology?
No, they just never did it.
They also don't give a f about proving it's round.
These Japanese pictures, I've seen them. Put them up.
They don't
They're
have
terrible.
that kind of
Show me a
space
real
satellite.
picture. Show me a real picture.
Listen, NASA does not have one of those satellites.
Fake.
Why do you think that's fake?
That's fake as f.
Why does it look fake?
It looks like something you'd see in a movie.
That's because when they do it in a movie, they try to make it look like this, which is what looks real.
If that's real to you, man, shit.
You don't think it's real?
They faked 6 moon landings.
Stop saying that because it's irrelevant. We're not talking about the same people.
It looks fake to me.
Eddie, that's 1969. We're talking about 2017.
That looks fake.
So you think there's some gigantic conspiracy involving the Japanese government where they put up a fake picture of the Earth from 22,000 miles up every 10 minutes. High resolution, downloadable photo. You think it's fake? Is there a photo of this flat Earth?
No, like I just said again. There's no photo of the flat Earth from space. There's no photo of the round Earth from space.
That's not true. That's not true.
It's all fake.
No, why do you say they're fake, though? What
they
evidence?
look fake. They look CGI.
But you're not an expert in imagery. So this thing that you keep repeating is and this thing that you keep, but don't, no.
Hey, where did you get this information?
Jamie.
Where'd you get it?
Where'd I get what?
This information. Where is this coming from?
It's coming off the internet.
Exactly. So you're reading some information. I'm reading some information off the internet. You didn't go to the library. Oh, it's on Wikipedia?
Just slow down.
Eddie, stop doing
There's sources here. There's a book called the American Journal of Science. I'm sure that a lot of people respect that.
Which is bought and paid for.
Well, maybe.
It is. It's bought and paid for. It's part of that.
Here's the thing, Eddie.
It's like the Washington Post.
Eddie,
All you gotta do is look
Eddie,
into
they're not. They're not.
It's huge.
They're not getting knocked down. That's why we just read this thing that you've been citing, and you didn't even understand it when we were reading it. But that's how complicated.
I read it off the internet too. I read it off the internet too.
I don't have any books here. I'll go find the encyclopedia if you want.
No, we're both reading off the internet. We're both getting our information off the internet.
Everywhere that doesn't have a strong Christian heritage is a f***ed up place with bad morals.
That's a ridiculous statement. That's a ridiculous statement. Everywhere that doesn't have Judeo-Christian values is a f***ed up place.
I think that, yes, I think it should be perfectly reasonable, respectable thing to say that our culture is better. I believe our culture is better than everywhere else in the world.
Culture of Christians.
I think
Christians are running around doing ketamine and each other.
European and American culture, which is based on Judeo-Christian values, is better than other cultures. I think it's uncontroversial to say so.
But what's based on Judeo-Christian values about being a good person?
Ultimately, our sense of right and wrong comes from the Bible.
What?
It does.
What comes from the Bible?
Ultimately, our sense of right and wrong comes from the Bible.
Our sense of right and wrong. The only way that a person could have ethics and morals and treat each other well.
No, I didn't say the only way.
Don't you think that people understand what's good and what's bad? Listen, if we're going to have a conversation, we can't keep talking over each other like this. When someone is trying to make a point about something that's complex like this, if you think that the only way for a person to have ethics or an understanding of each other or compassion for each other is to rely on ancient myths that are easily scientifically disproven, well, that's what Christianity is.
No, I didn't say that. I said that the specific set of values that you have is influenced more than you would like to admit by your Judeo-Christian heritage.
It's influenced by a
there are certain things that I think all of...
But who you are. Being a gay man
who I am.
that's
how
promiscuous.
I behave. It's what I do.
But that is prohibited in the Bible.
Yes, but I agree that it would be better if I didn't behave like this, and if I could
choose
to be heterosexual, I would do so.
Self-loathing homosexual.
No, and I won't have this. You need to read a wonderful essay by Britain.
No, I don't need to read shit. I need to know what the you're saying.
Okay, so
because what you're saying is who you are is
it's not who
it's
you,
prohibited
it's not
in the
who
Bible.
you are, because I don't think my sexuality is an important component.
It's a huge part of you. You talk about it all the time. Well, it's a massive part of what we've talked about on the show.
I think
it comes up anytime you want to make a funny point. It comes up anytime you want to define your sexuality or your urges or your decadence. You jump to it because I think it's you.
First of all,
I wrote about what the sources
are. The
original study.
Just because someone gets in an accident and they're high, hold on, stop.
No, hold on a second. This is
you interrupt way too much. You need to stop.
You talk
in
paragraphs.
Hold on a second. No. I don't talk in paragraphs. I make full points. If people are high a lot and the same amount of fatalities exist, but the people that get checked once they get into these accidents happen to be high, it does not necessarily mean that marijuana caused those fatalities. It could be that you have an increased incidence of people doing marijuana and altercations that could not have been avoided.
It could be.
So all these things are good. Marijuana is one of the things that are good. And don't shore, man. Just like you don't shore turmeric, you don't shore ginger, you don't shore a reduced sugar diet. All those things that reduce inflammation are good for you.
I don't buy that smoking marijuana would be as beneficial as a reduced sugar diet. And my point is that people get so offended by me saying that and saying, but if you want to smoke, go ahead.
You might be correct.
Shouldn't be offensive.
But it doesn't matter because it's not a contest to see what's the most beneficial. You're the guy that thinks people should be able to do whatever. You're a free market guy,
that's
right?
what I just said.
So if you're a free market guy, why wouldn't you be in support of something, whether it's the most beneficial or equally beneficial? But you're not necessarily, because you're denying.
But because now of the chemical compound.
You're denying.
Watch it. Come on. It's been a good conversation.
We're friends. I'm just joking. Since marijuana legalization, highway fatalities in Colorado are at near historic lows.
You haven't bringing up the source that you want to find.
Washington
Bring
Post.
up the study right there. Yeah, Washington Post. Bring up the study that we wrote. We wrote about it on our website.
Look, I don't care about your website, you Since marijuana legalization, highway fatalities in Colorado
Since you called me a Since you called me a puss, and you do this with the crazy lady at a comedy club,
buddy,
you think if you scream enough that it makes a point. My point is, I don't care about it.
I don't think that if we scream enough.
And you just said I was interrupting. You're interrupting now and screaming.
Because
I don't care about it
put
enough.
up a post and you're not
But I don't buy
ignoring
that it's as valuable as a low sugar diet. And the fact
doesn't have to be as valuable.
You can't have a conversation about this as civilly as you did every other issue tells me that there's a problem. This is a TNT powder keg.
I can't. The problem is I get very defensive when people start talking over me. You don't think we have to care about the environment? Like,
no, not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit? Because if you want to step outside of the scientific consensus, which is vast and involves 10,306 scientists, and just say, I don't believe in it, even if you're right, you don't have enough information to say that.
Right. No,
you might be correct,
but that's what I said. That's the whole
point. But you're
point.
saying you don't believe it.
I don't. Yeah, I would have to have someone sit down and convince me that it was real. I personally don't believe it. That's okay.
But why?
It's good to start at a place of not believing something.
No, it's not.
You think you should start with believing everything.
No, it's not believe either or. Not believe yes, not believe no.
Yeah.
But don't say you don't believe.
Yeah.
Learn about it.
Yeah.
Learn about it and then have an opinion. But you're stating this opinion without having any real understanding of what climate science. There's a big difference between measuring the CO2 levels in the atmosphere and deciding whether or not there's an afterlife.
Right. I'm sorry that I just don't believe. I don't believe in global warming. I'm happy to.
You're allowed to not believe in it.
That's all I've been trying to say. Is I don't believe in it, but I have not.
You're an influencer.
Yeah,
and you're a very bright person.
But if somebody had asked me, like at a place where I'm influencing on a college campus, what's your opinion? I would say I have none.
I bet you would say I don't believe in it, like you just did.
That is absolutely not.
But you
that's
just
not
did
true.
it.
There are so many instances where you could watch this, just like, and you can ask Dave Rubin when he asks me a question. I say I don't have an opinion on it.
About a different subject,
but yeah, because you and I are having a conversation one-on-one. I'm not sitting here to try to. I don't go on campus talking about global warming because I don't have an opinion on it.